Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I have missed you guys so much. I feel naked around my chest here, but I usually have a scarf or something on. Everybody doing okay? When you come in, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Hi, Carla. Oh, my goodness. I was just talking about you earlier. I was doing a video, so I really wasn't like talking about you. Hi, Natalie and Cynthia. And I'm doing really good right now. I'm doing really good. Hi, Johnny and Janice. Hi. I was I was filming and I was talking about the card that you sent. Yes, they were they ringing really truly? Okay, wait a minute. I can't see my glasses. Okay. Hi, Courtney and Mary and Michelle. Hi. Uh, Georgia. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. Joanne, is it hot in South Dakota right now? Inquiring minds want to know. My air conditioner just kicked on. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to see if I can't have Mr. Happy turn it down. Mr. Happy, honey, can you turn the air off? Joanne, tell me if it's in Georgia. I mean, in South Dakota. Uh, yeah, I am. I parted it on the side. It's just getting long, and I just straightened it up here, and it just get long, and when it gets long, it just falls kind of straight. Hi, Gracie. Hi, honey. Johnny, it's doing a little bit better. Yeah, I get when if I overwork it, of course, it gets a little bit tight. No, that's okay. I'm really not hot right now. And right here is the air conditioner. It would freeze me out if it was staying on. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. I'm waiting to see get some more people in and I want to start because I really want to talk about color today. Oh, everybody's telling where they're from. I'm in Kentucky. It actually cooled off a little bit today. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. And speaking of color, I think, and this is just my opinion, that I probably look good, better, excuse me, I look better in cool colors, and gray is a cool neutral. So hopefully, you know what? I don't, other than, oh, Mary, so it's cooled off a little bit in Ohio, right? Because it has been in the 90s. Greenville, North Carolina. There's a lot of North Carolinians. Michelle, that's right. Remind me where in Ohio it was. I do too. Gray has become gray, and that coral color has been so much for me. Neutrals, my go-to neutrals now. I love, and I this is the only thing I have in gray. I need to get some more gray things. Oh, Courtney, I love it. Well, right now it's really hot, but um, we get very seasonal weather. I mean, we have distinct, usually, usually we have distinct summer, fall. winter, and then spring. Oh man, Johnny, it's about as warm there in Wisconsin as it is in Kentucky. Yeah, because like our springs are usually like 60s, in the 60s, 50s, 60s. And that's the same in the fall. And then usually in the summer, we don't use 90s is usually warmer than what we consider, you know. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. And he has blessed me. He has blessed me. Oh, Gracie, no, I can't do that. I wouldn't even venture outside in that kind of weather. Mm-mm. No, Cynthia, hi honey. I wouldn't be in Florida either. Y'all remember to so that way I can get my analytics up a little bit. Okay, so let me get to color. Okay. Um, I've gotten a lot of questions and comments about this uh, color wheel. Okay. And this is something that I don't know. Um, I guess it's one of those things that comes more naturally to some than others. And if you have a background in art, or something like that, I feel as if um, you probably more readily understand or more easily understand color theory. And that's a big word. That's a big word. But I think it's important for us as a crochet community, a knitting community, those that like yarn and like making items. Um, yes, Louisville. Yeah, that's only about 35 minutes from me, 40 at the very most. So let's get started talking about color. And I'm going to give you a good example, okay, of color and why you would want to know a little bit about color. Let's let's pretend. Let's play. Let's pretend. Maryland, that's only about an hour and 15 minutes from me. I really do need to do some kind of Kentucky. Hi, Beth. Oh, it's so great to see you too, honey. We need to do some kind of Kentucky hookup. And if I took like a dot and put it where I am and kind of drew an hour and a half radius, like, I would love to see how many people were in that radius. That would be so much fun. So, let me give you an example of where color would really and understanding color would really come in handy. Hi, Summer. I'm so glad you're here. Um, this bag is something that I did for it's a bag that I did as a crochet along with Kristen Amdahl. Okay. Um, absolutely. Yeah. Come one all. Come one, come all. um, let's say that you wanted to make a bag similar to this. Okay. Um, then you would want to make sure that, I mean, everybody has commented on this and saying, oh, I really like those colors. I wish I could put those colors together, that kind of thing. Well, let me tell you, this is a whole lot easier if you had one of these, okay? And I'm going to show you how. Now let me get the right side here. I wanted to make my color, the main color, as purple, okay? And I had a couple skeins of this dark purple here. This is an eggplant color, okay? So I'm going to find this dark eggplant color, and I am going to see that it is, oh, let's see here. It is right here, okay? This eggplant color is this color right here, and it's on the violet. Can everybody see that? I'm going to hold this up for just a minute. Okay, Natalie. Hi, Deborah. How are you? You didn't miss anything. I'm just starting on talking about color and how it would be really helpful when we make our crochet projects. So let's say I have this color right here. I want to take my color wheel and make sure that all the points are pointing to this part right here. Does everybody see that? Hi, Karen. So I found this color, and right here is this arrow is pointing to it. Okay. Now I wanted to take two colors. Okay, two colors that are um, that are not analogous, but that are um, split complementary. All right, let me explain this to you. Analogous colors are the colors that would go on either side of this color here. Okay. Hey, Cynthia and Mama's with Trisha. Hi, honey. So, if I wanted two colors that are analogous, I would find colors within these two sides here. But I wanted to find this one right across here is considered um, complementary. And these over here is split complementary. Anywhere from here to here, these are split complementary colors. Hi, Julie. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I've been missing you. So, what I did was, when I was choosing colors for this, I knew that this was going to be my main color. Okay. And so, what I did is I found colors that were in here or here, here or here, that would go with this. Okay. And so what I did is I saw I had a color that looks very much like that. It's in the same family. You see that? It's that green color right there. And that's a lime green. And then I went over here, and it's not exactly, but it is an orangey color. And it falls kind of in this area. If I looked, well, I'm not gonna confuse you. So it's kind of in this area right in here, okay? And then I grabbed a neutral, which is my white. Thank you, Karen. I hope this is going to help you guys choose colors for your next projects. I'm gonna do some other things here in just a minute, but I wanted to show you how I chose the colors for this. Okay. So let me show you in my little bag here. This is all of my, I have all of my Be So Baby yarn. Hi, Cynthia and Karen, there you are again. Yes, get out your color wheel. So I've got them all in a big mess here. So I'm just going to kind of lay them out on my computer. So because I want to pick out some colors to show you how I came up with it. Okay, these exact same colors. So this right here was my main color of eggplant. Okay, and hi Laura, and so this was going to be my main color. So I knew that looking at my color wheel here, going back here, I wanted something that was green, greeny color. Okay, so I picked out colors that I thought kind of were in that range. And I picked out some of these colors. Got to make sure I find that green that I actually used. Where's all my greens? Okay. Now, I think this is all the greens that oops, ugh, that I wanted. I didn't want a real dark green. So these are the greens. I know, Laura, I know. These are the greens that I had picked out. Okay. Here's a more like a Kelly green. This is this lime green. This is a spring green, a really bright green, another green, and then this is more like a minty green. And what I did was, in looking at these colors, I knew that I wanted this to stand out. So I immediately eliminated this color and this color, okay? And this right here is a brand new color, so it wasn't even in the mix, so I'm going to toss that one out. So really, I only had these two color greens to choose from, and as I was looking at them, I was thinking, you know what? I like both of those, but this color with the purple almost makes it look like a turquoise. And I didn't want turquoise. So I went like that. And so that's how I got these two colors. Thank you, Cynthia. It's just a little lip gloss. That's all. Yeah, if you know how to use the color wheel, yes, you're right, Johnny. Quilters, I think anybody who uses that is in an art, that has an art form, whether it is drawing or painting or yarn or fabric, it's amazing. Hi, sweet tea. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. I got the color wheel, Mary, on Amazon. And if you just type in the search bar color wheel, so there's several of them that come up. You can't lose. Just find one. Okay, let's see here. Courtney, thank you for popping in for just a few minutes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Trisha. Okay, so now I wanted to find, let's go back to this color wheel. I wanted to find something in this orangey color, like a muted orangey. Okay, so let me show you my options for that. I won't pick up the ones that are, some of these are new colors, so I can't pick those up, okay? All right. I think this is it. So these are my options here. Whoops. Well, okay, so I got these four. Okay. So this is what I had. Now, once I hold these up next to the ones that I already picked out. Okay, Karen, thanks for popping in. Teresa, I promise you, if you get yourself a color wheel and you learn how to use it, it is amazing. Hi, Denise. So now I've got these two colors, okay? This is still my main color, okay? So this is what I'm going on. When I look at this one, it looks too yellow, so I eliminate that one. When I look at these three colors, I like them all pretty much equally, okay? However, when I put the green here in the middle, One of them just really pops with it, and that's this one right here. So I take this one and that one out, and now I have these. That's how I got those colors. And then out of all the neutrals, I wanted to find something bright and cheerful. And that is why I picked up the white. I mean, I could have picked up gray, I could have done gray, but I just think the gray or the black just wouldn't have done it very well. I just didn't care for it. And see that look, well, that's not even black. This is the black one. I just don't think that those look good together, especially with this dark eggplant. I just think that white just did the trick. Okay? That's all I did. Okay? So, um let me throw all these back in here in this bag. Raphael, we're talking about color and the use of a color wheel and trying to use a color, how to learning how to use a color wheel and using it in our craft. Okay, so let me put that away and that away. Let's go back to our color wheel. There's something else about this color wheel that I want to bring to everybody's attention. If you look, I mean, I'm just gonna turn this wheel and so you can see all the different colors that pop up. All these different colors. Okay? You've got greens and blue greens and violets and purples and reds and oranges and golds and yellows and then back to the greens. Okay? Hi Beth and hi Judy. Um yeah, Cynthia, that's right. You use those because you got to find colors that actually go together, right? So, what I want to talk about is okay, if you think about primary colors, the primary colors, I'm going to put this top on red. Red, there's yellow, and there's blue. Those are the three primary colors. And if you think about um, RGB, HSL, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Raphael. Um, so if you think about those colors, if everything is going to be either on the blue side or the yellow side. If you kind of think about it, you got red, green. Okay, no, we're talking about uh, red, yellow, blue, red, green, blue, or I don't know what HS. Anyway, so the primary colors: red, yellow, and green. So everything on from here to all that side here, all of this side over here, all of that is going to be a warmer tone because they have more yellows in them. Okay? Then if you're looking this side, all of these have more blue in them. Okay? So when I said earlier, I look better. I know I've seen how washed out I look in some colors. I look better in say a blue shade. Let me find one. See, like if you were to compare this yarn against my face, okay, this is a blue base, or let's say um, this green, which is a yellow base, one of them definitely washes me out. Okay? So we've got blue base and yellow base. For the most part, when you put colors together, you really don't want to mix blue base colors with yellow base colors. They're not going to look as good together as if you used blue base and then um, all yellow base together. Does that make sense? Warm color is something that has more yellow in it. A cool color is something that has more blue in it. Yes, some of the major craft stores do have color wheels that you can purchase. And I was thinking about this, and if you look, they're probably not going to have these in the yarn section, but if you go to the paint section or where they have the paints or watercolors or all of the art, like the artist kind of things, they probably have those there. Hi, Diane. You're not late at all, right? You can definitely tell. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Just knowing yellow base, blue base, cold, warm colors. Okay. Let's just keep that in mind. Yellow and warm colors or blue and cool colors. Oh, by the way, this is a side note. Did you ever notice? Think about this. Knit Crate. For those of you that have Knit Crate, the Knit Crate membership subscriptions, have you noticed that the Energize Me is generally warm colors? Chill Out is cool colors, right? Hi, Emily. Thank you. I'm doing fine. I'm doing really good today. So let's go back to this. I'm going to pull three colors. Okay, I'm going to pull three colors from my stash, and I would like for you to tell me which one does not belong. Okay, just tell me which one does not belong. Let me put these back. Okay, so. Ta-da, ta-da, and, which one of those do you think does not belong? Hi, Chica. How are you? Emily, I hope you're doing good. Okay, let's call this is Empire. It's like a teal color blue. Then you've got this is a mustard here, and then this is a buttermilk. You guys are getting it exactly. This blue does not belong. But look here, if I pulled out, take a look at this now. What about that one? What about that? Do you see how those colors really could go together? So you've got this green color. I don't know if it's coming across the right color. This is a like a sage green here. And you've got this yellow and then a mustard color over here. Right? Cynthia, it looks much better, right? I think that looks much better. Okay, let's keep these two together. Now let me find a neutral. Let's say I wanted to find a neutral color to go with it. It is kind of fun, isn't it? If with the right, this color is on its own, maybe not so much, but if you pair it up with something it could look really amazing. Okay, so we got these two colors and I want to find a neutral. So tell me which one of these would go better. Uh, okay, we've got mustard, we've got gray, we've got this sage green, and we've got brown. Which one would go better? Hi, Jaxie Lavender. What do you think, guys? You think it looks better like this, or does it look better like that with the gray? Should I get rid of the gray or the brown? Well, here's the thing is we started with these two colors. So we want these two colors. Let's say we want our project to be these two colors. So, which neutral can we bring in, the gray or the brown? I want to make a project. Do I do gray or brown? Okay, we're taking out the gray. Actually, no, because this gray is more of a blue base. Brown is a yellow base. Now, I guess it depends on the color gray, um, because maybe, see, this is a different color gray. You see, I don't know if you can tell, but this in real life, this gray has a little bit more blue in it than this does. This has more of a yellow base. Now, if you wanted to do a gray, those three would go together. But the brown really pops everything. Yes, there you're right. There's light gray and there's dark gray. So I guess it would depend on the amount of blue or yellow that that particular gray has in it. Okay, so let me put these back. So now we've got these two. We see now that these are warm colors. Now I want to show you something. I just picked those out, okay, because they're warm colors. So let's look at this color wheel for just a minute. If I find, let me find this green. I'm trying to find the right shade of green here. I'm thinking that it's going to fall into this category where it says yellow green. I think it's going to fall into this category right here as a yellow green. If we go directly across, this mustard color is really close to those colors. Can you guys see that? Is this making sense to anybody, or is this more confusing? Raphael, because the brown is a warm color, it's a yellow base color, and the gray is a blue base color. Can everybody see that these two colors are actually close together on the color wheel? That's why they work. And they're both on the yellow side of the color wheel. Well, Cynthia, keep watching because I'm gonna give you some tips, okay? And then if you're wanting to choose a neutral, just pick a neutral that's going to be on the warm side. If I wanted something more for winter, I like this dark brown. But let's say I want something for the summer, I could maybe choose, let me see, get it out. No, that's not. Um, if I choose something like that, a lighter color, a lighter brown, it's still a warm color and it would still work with these other two colors. Oh, okay, Raphael, maybe that's confusing. Okay, this is actually a sage green. I, hmm, I wish I could show it. It's a sage green. Um, I'm sorry. Maybe that's why it was confusing there. Okay, so here's what I want to show you guys. If you decide that you want to make something for somebody, okay, let's say your your mom really would like to have a beautiful shawl or wrap for the fall, okay, and you just go to town and you make her a beautiful shawl with these colors, and you say, oh, I picked the perfect colors because they're all warm colors, right? They all go together. I'm so proud of myself. But then your mom puts them on and she looks ghastly because she is warm colors don't look good on her, right? So then you're going, I should have found some cool colors for her. Now, this is why fall appeals to a lot of people because in the fall, the range of colors that people like is oranges and purples and all those, those darker colors, right? Well, some of them are warm colors and some of them are cool colors. Yeah, you're right, Cynthia. Probably the monitor is not showing up properly. So let me well let's try some cool colors. Okay, so let me put this back. I'm going to put these things back where I found them, hopefully. And I've got all of my paint box yarns up here, and I'm going to have you guys pick one color that you think is a cool base or blue base color. Okay. Okay, now let's make sure that we actually choose a color, not a neutral. Okay, so I'm going to turn this. All right. So here we've got the colors. So tell me, um, first of all, let's pick one color. I've got here, I've got some pinks and purples, and then over here we've got navy, and then over here, oh, we've got some teals and blues, over to blue greens, and then over to more greens, grays, and this is all the neutrals up here. Then we have yellows and oranges, and then over there's the reds and oranges. Well, thank you very much. Now, Anya, this is just my paint box. This is just my paint box, DK. Here's some of my Stylecraft, DK. So, okay, lavender. Okay, which one of these two, Cynthia, which one of these two lavender colors do you like? I've got a couple of them down here. I try. Anya, I try to keep my name brands together so I know. Okay, this color right here. Okay, let's pick this one here. This is a light, you know what? I need to keep it over here so you can see it. This is a light lavender color. Okay, let's see here. Can everybody see that that's lavender? Okay. Hi, Leanne. How are you? How are you in Australia? Okay, Johnny. So we've got one color. Now, let's say I want a blue to go with this. I want a blue. So let's pick a blue together. Now, some of these blues have a little bit more yellow in them. Okay? So make sure we pick out a blue that is, oh, I see one that I think would really go with this, but I'm going to let you see. Okay. Yeah, this bottom shelf, most everything, say these two right here, these are more warm colors. But the rest of them are definitely cool colors. So I want this. Okay, Cynthia said 3. Are you talking about this one right here? I got that one there. I was actually thinking a navy. What do you guys think? You like the lighter color? Now this is what we're starting with, and now it's really washing out. But this is a lavender color. Second one up, far right side. This one here. Okay, this is the color we're starting with. This is the color we're starting with. Hi, Brenda from Blesses Home with Love. Okay, on the bottom. Are you talking about this navy right here? So our main color is this bottom one here. Which one of these blues are we going to use with it? Raphael says navy. Which one looks best with it? Let me set it next to it. This is more of a teal blue, and this is more of a denim blue. Oh, this, are you talking about this right here? Second one up, far right. This is a purple. Navy. Okay. I was thinking the navy too. I just kind of think it pops. So let me show you these two together. Then this is the, see, I just think these two are too close in, they're too light ones together. Does that make sense? And then, but these two really pop. I think they each go together. Okay, so let's stick with these two. So now I want to have a neutral to go with these. I want to do a neutral. So knowing what we knowing what we do now about, right, Beth? Well, this is kind of fun. I mean, you could play around, and there's no wrong answers. I mean, somebody would. I mean, they would maybe put these together and say, "Oh, I love those colors together," and there's nothing wrong with them because they're both cool colors, right? I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with these two colors together. And maybe if you pair this with a black, that might work. Or even an eggplant color. Wouldn't that look pretty? See, but remember, all we're doing is we're pairing um, cool colors and warm colors. So now we have these, okay, we have these two together, and now we need a neutral color, which is going to be whites, creams, browns, grays, blacks. So, what do you think would go best with a light lavender and navy? First of all, can you guys tell me? Yes, right. That's it is. It is. Oh, Chica, that's fine, honey. So when we're picking out a neutral, let's think about what it might be used for. Okay, so let's think. Um, well, let me ask you this: is this color going to go with it? This is a tan, like a beigey tan color. Is that going to go with it, or would it be better using a gray? Or doing uh, oh, 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 chocolate matte brown or black? Hi, Donna Mako. See, here's the thing. You might say, well, I like the brown. But if you put the brown with it, this is a warm color. This is a yellow based color. Okay. Whereas the black in a neutral is more of a blue base. It's darker. So actually, these colors would work better for a blue base palette. The beige, this one here, it really, that's the beige. And I'm sorry if it's not. To me, it washes out this color. It washes out this lavender color. It doesn't really work with it. And besides, this would be considered a warm color. Okay, so I'm going to say that we can use either, that's too light. Oh, now, gray, white, or black would be a good neutral. Oh, okay. Well, let me show you. Okay, let me show you, Carla. Hold on. So let me go back to my color wheel. When you look at the color wheel and you find, let's find this lavender color. Okay, I'm gonna show you this lavender color. It is going to be in the blue-violet colors. Okay, it's going to be a blue-violet. All right, so if I take the blue-violets, and actually I've got this kind of in the bad spot. Let me go back over here. Okay, if I go over here to the blue-violet, and I go to the colors next to it, what do I see right here? What is that? That's that navy. So it's really an analogous color. Okay, does that make sense? So they would definitely work together. Or I could pick out, like we had talked about, we could have picked up one of these teal colors and it would have gone because it's right next to each other. Does everybody understand that? Because it is an analogous color, so it would work. And it's still all on the blue side. Yeah, a teal would work too. Right, Cynthia. Hi, darling. It's doing. I just got to baby it sometimes. So now, as far as these are our main colors, okay. And in picking a neutral, okay. Let me go over here to. Oh, let's see here. On the other side, it just has tones and tints and things like this. It just has like the grays on this side. It doesn't really show, but if you look on the color wheel, where are you going to see tans? You're going to see them, and the browns are going to be here on the orange and yellow side. Okay, you're going to find those browns and oranges over on that side. On this other side, you're going to see more of the very dark eggplant, dark blue. So black could actually, you guys are right, black could actually go with either warm or cool colors, right? So this can come in handy just to see if they would even go. Because if, let's say I wanted to, okay, Laura, are you still there? Hi, Elaine. Let's say I pick orange. Okay. I want to pick orange, but I also want to pick up, let's say I want to use, um, now some of you are going to disagree with me, but this, this is a teal color. And I know, here, wait a minute. Let me try this one. These two colors. Actually, no, that's not right because this is also a yellow, orange base. Okay, or yellow base. Let me find something definitely blue base. Um, Here, that denim. Okay, yes, right, Chica, it is. So orange, you've got a cool, a very warm color, and this denim color is a very blue color, a cool color. You wouldn't necessarily put these together. However, however, let me show you the color wheel. I have orange. Wait a minute. Let me put to the right side. It takes a little getting used to looking at this middle part and making sure that this point goes to the color that you're wanting to look at. Okay. So I'm going to scroll that point up to the orange. Right there. Okay. You see, this is pointing straight up to that orange. What is on the opposite side of the orange? Blue, right? And if you look at it, that denim blue falls right into there. These two colors are called complementary colors. And if you think about this, if you think long and hard about this, don't think about it too much. But is there any color that doesn't go with another color? There are some that don't look as good, but right, Raphael, but there are some colors that look better than others. Okay, I want to go back to the combination we had before. We had the combination of that green and what do we have with this? That mustard color, and then we had we had the chocolate brown with those, right? Okay, take a look here. We got some beautiful colors right there, right? Exactly, right? Depends on what kind of contrast. Exactly. So here we got three colors that would be beautiful. Now, if I took this color right here, this is a sage green. Wait, I'm going to exchange it for another yellow green. Look at that. Is that not amazing? Those would be an amazing color scheme for fall for someone who wears warm clothing. Okay, warm colored clothing, right? So here's that combination. Now wait for it. I'm going to put three colors together that are cool colors for fall, okay? And I bet some of you have even seen these colors together and go, oh, yes, they look amazing. Here and let's do here and let's do a head on these. Nope, that doesn't look very good. Let's try a. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. Look at that. We've got eggplant, raspberry, and then this beautiful gray. How pretty would that be for fall, right? Fall, all cool colors, and would go well for somebody who really would like to have a wearable for fall. Okay, do you see how? Okay, I'm going to show you something. I wear cool colors. I don't look very good. I mean, I don't I don't look my best in warm colors. Let's see here. Let me get these colors together where I was. And you tell me. I'm going to be gifted a poncho. Okay, I'm going to be gifted a poncho. Would you rather make one with these colors or these colors? Tell me. Right? Because they're cool colors and I need to wear cool colors. Okay? Is this making any sense to anybody? And you got lots of, I know you probably got lots of questions. Well, thank you, Elaine. However, if you made somebody a poncho with these colors and they didn't look good and they never wore anything with colors like that in it, they normally wear things with olives and peaches and um, like sage greens and things like that, right? They wouldn't really appreciate this as much as they would if they received a poncho with those colors, right? So here's what I'm thinking. When we start designing our projects for people, it's I'm not going to say you have to go get a color wheel. Okay, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. It will really help, especially if you don't understand color. But if you can understand warm colors, cool colors. Warm colors has more yellow, cool colors have more blue. Okay? So like if you could put it on a piece of paper, a white piece of paper, and look at it, do you see more blue or more yellow in that color? Right? Then you could say, oh, that's a warm color, that's a cool color. And then put those colors together, and it would be an amazing project. Amazing. So let's give some ideas. So we want to make a poncho for somebody. So here's what we could do. Go to your yarn stash, find some golds, some greens, some browns. How about some rust colors, right? Um, um, let's see here. Here is what color is this one? A copper. Look at that gorgeousness. Oh my goodness, are those beautiful together? Look at that. Add maybe add a cream color to it. I don't have enough hands. Oops, hold on. I'm good. I'm determined. I'm determined. One moment. Let me see if I can put it on my fingers to show you. One, two, three. Now think about this. Let's say you wanted to make a um an Afghan for somebody. Oh, look at those beautiful colors, those warm, gorgeous colors. They're all fall colors, right? But they're also wearable colors for fall and winter for somebody. Like if you wanted to make a poncho, make it striped, make a striped poncho, or a make a ripple Afghan with and just change colors, right? Oh, that would be so pretty. Okay, now let's do the same thing for the cool colors, okay? So give me some ideas of what you could make now that you know that. Okay, let me ask this. Do you think this is helping you understand um, how to better plan your gifting for Christmas? Does it help you understand, or do you think it's going to help you figure out what you want to make for certain people at Christmas? Pat, you're not late. You're right on time. We're just finishing up, but you're still going to get something out of it. Warm colors. right? Hi, Kathy. I didn't even see you pop in. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. So we've got warm colors. All right, now let me pull some cool colors that I think would go beautiful together for fall. Okay. All right, we got that. We got that. I don't want my cord. Okay. I that. We want this. Um, and let's see here. I want a light. I think this has more blue in it. Let's see here. I don't know if I like that. And then uh, maybe, let's see. Okay. Oh boy. All right, I'm going to try to hold them all up. Now this red, it is blue, cool color, but I would probably find, yeah, let me get a burgundy. I think a burgundy would be good. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. And when we start planning, our gifts for other people, we're taking so much of our time, right? We take so much time, put so much time and effort and money into these projects, right? And we want the person receiving it to receive it with everything that we've put into it, right? When you take time to really think about the person receiving it and what they like, what they don't like, it it changes the way you give a gift. You might spend a lot of time. I dropped all my yarn, but that's okay. You might spend a lot of time making the most beautiful. Oops, I'm sorry, my computer's popping all over the place. You might spend a lot of time making the most beautiful blanket. Okay, it might have beautiful granny squares, that have these beautiful, warm tones. And I mean, you took so much time to make the most beautiful flowers in each center of every single granny square, and then you give it to somebody and they go, oh, that's nice. And then you go over and visit and you never see it. Isn't that a little bit disappointing? I think it's more than a little disappointing. Um, yes, Leanne, and I have my paint box right in here. I have my paint box pegs, and I am looking and thinking more now. I probably need to go to Stylecraft because they have way more colors. However, okay, going back to what I was going to say, if we took a few more minutes and just took out our color wheel and said, oh, I want to make flowers. I want to make beautiful flowers on this Afghan for, this person, okay? And you pick all colors within here, like these beautiful purples and maybe just a couple different shades of these purples. And then you come over and wait a minute, let me put it the way we're supposed to do it. Okay, and we're going to do this, and then we want to find a green to go in the background, and we're looking here and we're going, oh, that would be, those would be nice, and those would be really pretty. Oh, look at these right here. And then you look here and you see that these are the colors you're going to make for the flowers. But in order to get complement or split complementary colors, it's best if you were to use these color greens for the background instead of these color greens, right? And let's say you wanted to make the border of it in another complementary color, then you would go over here and you would say, oh, I could use um, this salmon color, this color here, or maybe this taupey color or a brown, and you would have a perfectly um, coordinated, if you will, um, blanket, with the granny squares. And then you could tie it all together and use maybe a dark chocolate brown border for everything, or perhaps a cream color, right? But if you wanted, let's say you wanted to make a blanket that's mostly cool colors. Okay, the only cool shade right now we've got is this one, and everything else is warm. And this is where I say this color chart really comes in, because remember I said at the beginning that sometimes you need to do both warm and cool, right? But let's say I wanted some cool colors. Let's say I wanted to make red flowers. Wait a minute. Red flowers, or even this color. These are more orange based, okay? Let me go over to this one, because this one you can definitely see it's more yellow. Let's say I wanted to make my flowers this corally color, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry up and finish up. I know I've gone over time and I don't want to keep you all anymore. But let's say I wanted to make my flowers on my granny square that color. Well, what I could do is I could follow these down here, and I could see that right here, any one of these greens right here would work perfectly for the leaves of like if you're making a flower on a granny square. And then I could use these purples, any of these bluish purples, or these purples here, I could use as like the border of each granny square, and then find a neutral color, say a dark gray or a white or a black, and border the entire blanket. You're welcome, Judith. Did I make everything more confusing, or did I clear things up? Color pegs, Chica. I'm going to show you a color peg. They're just basically a clothespin, and you wrap your yarn around it and write the color name and the number and everything on it. So you can lay out all your colors to choose these instead of having all your yarn out. That's what color pegs are. Right, exactly, Leanne. Denise, you're sweet to say that. You're very sweet to say that. Okay, so color, warm color, cool color. Anybody have any questions about trying to determine if it's warm or cool? Any questions about that? Okay, no questions about that. I don't know, maybe I'm frozen, but I don't see any comments coming up. Right, Cynthia. Not all blues though, because if you get a bluish green, some blue greens are going to have a little bit more yellow than blue. So be careful. Anybody else? Okay, does anybody need any suggestions, or does anybody need help as far as like determining um, the color yarns for certain projects? Anybody? Oh, now I got to put everything away. Chica, you have a question? Mixing yarn. You mean mixing acrylic and wool, or you mean mixing brands like Red Heart and what exactly do you mean in mixing yarns? You're welcome. Brand. Okay. Here's what I have to say about brand. If it's the same size, okay, I would never mix a DK and a 4-weight. Okay, just that it just won't, the project won't turn out very well. Um, if it's all the same, like if it's 100% acrylic or all 100% cotton, or if it's the exact same blend, 60 cotton, 40 acrylic, or whatever, and it's the same weight, I would say it's probably going to be okay to um, to mix it. Okay, um, but but I would be very careful, because even doing that, like some acrylics will pill and other acrylics won't pill. So if you're laundering them, you might have some very different results. And when you get it out from the dryer, it might not work, it might not dry up the same as when you put it in. Does that make sense? I got mine on Amazon, and all I did is I typed, color wheel, and a whole bunch of them come up, and I just kind of looked at one. Looked like it had a lot of stuff on it, and that's what I ordered. Oh, Chica, that's going to be a very good question, and that's going to be a whole nother show. Um, I would I would say if you want something that's going to wash up all the time, it's going to stand up, and you're going to wear it, like especially for fall and winter, I would say do 100% acrylic. Okay, if it's fancy for a fancy occasion, or if it's like for the summer, spring or summer, you can do like a 2 or 3 weight, even a 1 weight. and do a looser mesh, and it will turn out beautifully, but I wouldn't want to wash it as often as I would an acrylic. Hi, Dora Beth. Okay, you keep hearing what weight better? I'm sorry. Do weight better. You mean like um, doing the same weights of yarn, like 3 weight, 2 weight, 4 weight? Thank you, Carrie. Right, right. And if they, like I know that there are certain family members that say, "Oh, I love purples," but there's such a rainbow of purples, right? How about finding like all the colors of purple that you can in one brand, right? And making a beautiful, like you can do like a ombre effect, like light to dark with all the different purples. How pretty would that be? Cynthia, I'm glad. I'm very glad that it's helpful. And if somebody says, um, I really like, um, I really like navy blue, but I don't know how to wear it, or I don't know, I like a little variety. We'll find all the colors of blue and put them together. And it would make a beautiful shawl, like a rectangle shawl, start at the bottom, go up, or even do one of like Krista from The Secret Yarnery, do one of those shoulder shrugs. How beautiful those would be. Okay, so I had meant to do this 2 weeks ago and I didn't get to do it because I was talking about all my projects. And I'm glad that I was able to get to it today. I hope you all got a little bit out of it. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about, if you need links or anything like that, please leave it in the comment section once this goes to replay, because I will read those comments and I try to get back to them. I'm actually trying, I'm going through and making a list of all the different questions that people have been asking me. And I'm going to do an actual, excuse me, do an actual live um, and answer all those questions. I'm hoping maybe next week, maybe depending on if I have any time, it might be like, okay, DK or cotton. Uh, okay, cotton comes in different sizes. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. It's cotton is cotton. DK is an actual weight. It's like the thickness of the yarn, if you want to, think about it that way. Hi, Gina. So if you use a DK or 2 weight, or okay, put it this way: DK weight is sometimes called uh, DK weight is sometimes called what? Not sport weight. Yeah, sport weight. Sport DK. Sock number 2, and then superfine or fingering weight is number 1. Make sense? Aran worsted number 4 weight. Okay, for shawls, depending on how thick you want it, and how drapey you want it. If you want it thick and sturdy and warm, bigger weight. Use a 4 weight or bigger. Okay? If you want it really warm, use acrylic and wool, but make sure that the person can wear wool. A lot of people can't do wool. Oh, thank you, Chica. Yes, DK is a 3 weight, but it's also called sport weight. So if you see something that says it's a sport weight, that's DK or 3 weight. And so if you want a shawl that is really warm for winter, like you see in some of those old TV shows, where like um, in old timey days, big old shawl, it would be, I would use like an acrylic wool blend, um, and make it oversized, right? I believe that is called sock weight. Sock weight is a number 2. Sock weight is number 2. Oh, that's sweet, Doorbeth. You rung her doorbell. I love that. Okay, guys, I am going to get off. It's been a long time. I've been going now for an hour and a half. So I know. And you know what? Most of the time, Gina, it'll be on the ball band. So just look at the ball band. It should have a little square or circle on it that says um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I know, I'm sorry. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. If you're in Australia, have a wonderful day. Leanne, have a great day. Everybody else in the States, have a great rest of your evening, okay? I love you guys very much, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a chance to comment once this thing goes to replay. I don't know when it's going to go to replay, but when it does, if you have any questions, leave a question in the comment section. Or if you have a comment, leave it in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.